What's up, everyone? So recently I asked if people could suggest my next reaction video, and I had a bunch of suggestions come in. And let's quickly take a look at what those were. We had suggestions for Tom McDonald. Don't Look Down seems to be super popular. Samson, Force 46 equal 13. And What About Us, as well as Adam Calhoun. Demon Jones, Broadnax, Chris Calico, Ritz, and Adam Calhoun on one track. Chris Webby with Jelly Roll, another Adam Calhoun, some more Demon Jones, Broadnax, some more Samson. So the usual suspects have poked their heads today. But today, out of these, I figured do something I haven't done before. Let's check out Samson right after the intro. Let's go. All right, so full disclosure, I have zero knowledge, about Samson. I have no idea what to expect. I'm looking at a screen now that says chances are you feel the same way I do. So I'm assuming this is probably in the same vein as some of maybe Tom McDonald's political stuff. They seem to have very similar audiences because I've noticed all the Hangover gang always seem to suggest Adam Calhoun, Jelly Roll, Broadnax, Samson, and there was one or two other guys that pop up a lot. So that being said, let's check out Samson. I have no idea what this is about. Let's check it right now. Sorry. I'm really curious. I usually would have more to offer before we start, but not today. Let's go.
I love high gas prices.
Okay, sorry. I have to stop right away. The mullet. He brought the mullet back. And you can see, all right, from his shirt, his t-shirt, I assume that's his logo. So the mullet, I'm assuming his signature, right? And you can tell it's a low budget, like shot on an iPhone or something. All right, let's keep going.
I love high gas prices. I love paying more for groceries, and I really love seeing taxes rise. It's so good knowing that I'm giving more but receiving less. It makes me feel humble, but I'm gonna stop with the sarcasm right there, cause I swear we're living in a real jungle. It's what? Pretty simple to me though, it's way past being left or right. Just use your head and common sense and think about how you've been affected in daily life. Is it easier or is it harder? That's the most important question you should think of first, cause life is a bitch already as it is, and you don't need someone that's gonna make it worse. Ask me.
Okay. So quickly realizing that he is on a political tip, he's been touching on, initially started with the sarcasm, talking about, I enjoy paying more taxes. I enjoy paying more for things that used to cost less. Gas prices going up. Hooray. So it seems that he's speaking for the average American. When there's, it's 33 seconds in, it's 5 minutes long. So I anticipate a lot more political commentary. So let's see.
You should think of first, cause life is a bitch already as it is, and you don't need someone that's gonna make it worse. Ask me? I think we're fucked. Don't give me that look, everything sucks. Have you gone outside? Have you been to the store? Have you compared the prices to a year before? Do you?
Same thing here, by the way. Like, gas prices are insane. Food prices just exponentially going up. But our salaries are like increasing by like, let's say, a couple of percent, but the inflation is ridiculous. So he's on point, and I like the fact that he's coming with regular, sort of day-to-day, regular people's problems and addressing it and talking about it. It's refreshing compared to the usual hip-hop spiel. All right, let's keep going.
Look, everything sucks. Have you gone outside? Have you been to the store? Have you compared the prices to a year before? Do you drive a car? Have you pumped gas? Don't lie to me now, it sucks ass. You could brush it off like it's a fucking joke, but the media lies, numbers don't. Well, you can't blame Biden, it isn't him. Well, who the fuck is it then? What jacked up the prices? I wanna know why I spend so much up at Conoco. I don't know. I think it's insane that the leader of the country gets no blame, cause the whole entire time, the last 4 years, it was cheap as fuck. I'm just saying, now watch. Down.
Leadership plays an integral role in every country in deciding the direction of a nation. So he does have a point. I mean, it's not one person's problem. But that one person comes with policies, comes with supporters, comes with lobbyists, etc. And so it's right. Okay, obviously we don't blame one specific person, but it's their sort of their administration, right? So he's a scapegoat, but there's a lot of people behind it too. Who benefits? Always ask yourself, who's benefiting? Follow the money, and you'll probably find out who's to blame.
No blame, cause the whole entire time, the last 4 years, it was cheap as fuck. I'm just saying, now watch. Down in the comment section, someone's gonna give us an economy lesson. I can't wait to hear your expert analysis on fluctuation and how expenses balance. Hey, it's all a part of the process. What the hell you bitching for? It's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 16 cents that I saved on hot dogs for 4th of July. What a fucking steal. Too bad I spent more on gas just to get to Target. So by the time I got done buying all the shit and filling up my car, I had way less than when I started. Now, I don't really call that saving. No, I call that losing money. It doesn't take a genius to do simple math, but apparently you can't, so who's the dummy? Probably still me. I'm just pissed off. This inflation's fucked up, but I gotta sit here and act like I love this administration with a thumbs up?
I like the way he's just speaking. It's just speaking. It sounds like a conversation a bunch of dudes would have, let's say at a barbecue or something. Be like, the administration's doing this. Gas prices are too high. I spend more to go get to the store than I did at saving money on the hot dogs example he gave on the 4th of July or whatever it was. All right, let's keep going.
Inflation's fucked up, but I gotta sit here and act like I love this administration with a thumbs up? Stupid. Everything is hell, but you act like I'm supposed to be in heaven. You know our country ain't doing too good when the Waffle Houses start to close at 11. Dude, he can barely talk, and don't act like I'm being overzealous. Every time the man speaks, I have no fucking clue what he's trying to tell us.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay. I've seen your current president, my dear friends in the States. He doesn't seem like he's okay. I think he just turned 80 today, right? 80 years old. Oldest president in in America's history. There should be an age limit to becoming president. And I don't just mean in terms of young, like you can't be like 25 and be president. Fine. But you also shouldn't be 80 and be president. You need to have your wits about you. You need to be able to make conscious, smart decisions and not just be led around with a leash just because you're like a puppet, essentially. But anyway, the most powerful country in the world, and you got an 80-year-old guy who barely knows how to string a sentence running it. Dangerous.
Act like I'm being overzealous. Every time the man speaks, I have no fucking clue what he's trying to tell us. Every speech is like a gag reel. Every time I see the shit, I'm like, is that real? Well, considering the fact that the only other option was Trump, I don't think it's such a bad deal. Fuck that. I want a strong leader. The strength of a man should be constantly tested, especially when you're in the most powerful position in the world. That should be not even a question. There's really not enough words that can describe the craziness we're facing, dude. But the crazier part is there's still people you need to sit down and really explain this to. Come on, man. Just watch a press conference. You'll see the Joe is all gone. He literally says out loud that he has a list of people he's supposed to call on. And even then he fucks that up. The whole thing is hella awkward. COVID-19 ain't his biggest enemy. It's the goddamn teleprompter. It feels like we don't even have a leader.
I kind of saw that coming. We were talking about it just a few seconds ago. I can't recall the number of speeches that I've seen him F up, royally F up. And it's a bit embarrassing for sure. But I highly doubt, is he going to run again? I don't think so. Or has he said he's running? I hope not. But yeah, I haven't heard a lie yet, or an observation that doesn't seem to make logical common sense. Talk your shit, Samson.
Ain't his biggest enemy. It's the goddamn teleprompter. It feels like we don't even have a leader. It's like we're all just following blindly. Each of my grandparents could run circles around him in a debate, and they're almost 90. Look at him. Don't take it from me. Go listen to him. It's not a rumor.
You gotta,
Today, Junior! Jesus Christ. Go on YouTube and click any video of Joe.
I think he's very He's very witty, and he can capture the situation pretty clearly, and you can visualize everything he's saying because it's subject matter that we're all so familiar with. But again, a very specific audience he's speaking to. So I think that's also smart. Figuring out your niche, especially in hip hop, which is already overcrowded, is a talent on its own. He's got the mullet, okay? He's talking about politics on with a specific direction. He knows his audience, and he knows what's going to get a reaction out of them. He knows how to. So again, a lot of these rappers I've noticed are anti-establishment in the sense of we don't just follow, we like to think for ourselves. And here's our music to reflect that for that same audience that we feel relates to this. I think that's pretty cool. They've carved out a niche in a already, like I mentioned, busy and populated genre. Okay, let's put it that way. Let's keep going.
Don't take it from me, go listen to him. It's not a rumor.
You gotta, I mean,
Today, Junior! Jesus Christ, go on YouTube and click any video of Joe Biden and check out the like and the dislike ratios. That should prove to you that no one likes him. I don't agree with anything he's done. His decisions affect me in many ways. If it was up to me, I'd rather have mean tweets and cheap gas any day.
Yeah, because Trump was famous for stupid tweets, right? He's not exactly the most eloquent person, but it seems his policies and his decisions were more beneficial for a majority of the world, actually. So yeah, let's keep listening.
I don't like Biden. What good's he done for us? I think Afghanistan pretty much sums it up. What a dumb adult. My stomach does somersaults when I think about those 13 soldiers that were killed to fucking gall. Then he goes to the service and keeps checking his watch like he has somewhere better to be. I swear the disrespect doesn't stop.
Oof, this beat. All right, now, not to take away from what he's saying, but I'm so into it. I'm enjoying the beat so much. And I liked his switch up on his pattern, just slightly there. The cadence, just for a few seconds where he sped it up and slowed it down. But what he's saying deserves us to listen a little bit. Disrespecting those who went and fought for their country. Let's see.
I think Afghanistan pretty much sums it up. What a dumb adult. My stomach does somersaults when I think about those 13 soldiers that were killed to fucking gall. Then he goes to the service and keeps checking.
I don't know about this particular situation that he's talking about, where he's checking his watch and 13 soldiers passed away or whatever. I don't know about it. So somebody let me know in the comments, enlighten me, or send me a link so I can watch what he's talking about.
In his watch like he has somewhere better to be. I swear the disrespect doesn't stop. Pick your fucking head up. Look at the women and men you killed. I don't understand how anyone could even defend you still. And if they do, they either don't know what they're talking about or they're lying to themselves, cause they know damn well you're a problem now. Pulling out was a good choice, not the way you did it though. Kamala's probably sitting there like, oh my god, we did it, Joe. Speaking of her, where's she been through all these deadly days? As soon as shit erupts and hits the fan, Kamala's MIA. Not like she does anything anyway, so fucking useless. Law and order, crisis at the border, she don't fucking do shit. Just a talking head, paired up with the Walking Dead, breaking absolutely every...
I like that, just a talking head, paired up with a Walking Dead. He really is a zombie, isn't he?
Fucking do shit. Just a talking head, paired up with the Walking Dead, breaking absolutely every word that was promised or said. Every time I see their faces on TV, it's such a bummer. I feel like I'm watching the third installment of Dumb and Dumber. And on top of all that, they put another ban on ammo, trying to disarm Americans, but equip the Taliban like Rambo. You give them hundreds of thousands of military guns, but Americans just trying to protect...
By the way, my battery's about to die. If it does, I'm going to have to, you know what? I'm going to stop the video, and through the magic of technology, we shall return within a split second. Like, okay, I'm back. That was easy. Let's keep going.
Taliban like Rambo. You give them hundreds of ban on ammo, trying to disarm third installment of Dumb and Dumber. And on top of all that, they put another ban on ammo, trying to disarm Americans, but equip the Taliban like Rambo. You give them hundreds of thousands of military guns, but Americans just trying to protect their families are the scary ones.
So, again, this subject has come up. This is something that we discussed, or I had talked about in one of my other reaction videos. I think it was Tom McDonald, about disarming the civilian population. I think the problem is that people don't realize that's in many people's opinion, that's the last line of defense against tyranny, right? So I live in a place where you can get a weapon, but the rules and the regulations are so stringent that I'd say 99% of the population probably doesn't have anything of the sort, myself included. But I would like to have access to some form of protection for my family, so I can relate to what he's saying, and I think it's something that Americans feel strongly about, despite many people coming and saying, there's shootings, there's stuff that's happening. Well, that shit will happen with illegal weapons regardless. So for the people who don't do it illegally, they still need an option to protect themselves, right? Somebody breaks in your house, click, clack, boom, problem solved. That's my opinion. Anyway, let's keep going.
Hundreds of thousands of military guns, but Americans just trying to protect their families are the scary ones. You put more trust in a terrorist organization than you do in your own people. You don't care about this nation. Fuck you, that's from me. Fuck you, that's from them. Fuck you from everyone that's still stuck in Afghanistan. Fuck you from the men and women who died for this country. And fuck you for every time you lie to cover up something. You blame this on Trump. How the fuck is this even his fault? You're in charge now, not him. That's just your default. Whenever something goes wrong, you flip and say he did it. But whenever something goes right, you're quick to take the credit. You undid almost all of Trump's agreements.
I think that to me, that sounds like every single politician in history. Something goes wrong, they blame it on the previous administration. It's their fault, we're just cleaning up the mess, and this is a side effect of the policies they put in place, and them. And then something goes right, it'll be like, that's because of the initiatives that we started when I came in. I think that's pretty standard, and I'm pretty sure if Trump wins the next election, chances are anything goes wrong or doesn't match his promises and plans, he'll probably say it's Biden's fault. I think that's fair, right? Politicians, they're up to politricks because that's all they do. They try to trick the population. Let's keep going.
Now, not him, that's just your default. Whenever something goes wrong, you flip and say he did it. But whenever something goes right, you're quick to take the credit. You undid almost all of Trump's agreements by your second day. So why is this one of the only fucking things you left in place? No crosses to bear, no responsibilities, just chocolate chip to ease your mental instability. I would say the blood's on your hands, but that's a lie, cause you don't even know where the fuck you are half the time.
Nice. Okay. Not what I was expecting in terms of the look that, is this focus on my face? I hope. If it's been out of focus, sorry guys, it's going to go up anyway. I think his look threw me off. Again, another example of never judge a book by its cover, so on. That being said, his rhyme style is pretty straightforward, nice, clear, clean flow, nothing too crazy in terms of patterns and so on. He did some cool stuff when the beat switched up, but then he kind of fell back on his regular flow, which is fine because the point of the song is more political commentary rather than, hey, look at me and look at how I can rippity rap and do all this stuff. I think he's found a niche. He's found a market. And I think that's very smart. It shows that he's intelligent and clearly a subject that he feels passionate about, because this is the kind of music you can't fake it. You have to have the knowledge, and that you can't just Google something and then become an expert in it. Clearly, he's aware of politics. Specifically, he seems to be leaning towards, obviously, the Republican Party, if my knowledge serves me well. In terms of his video, the video was clearly like something low budget, but you know what? He's still got 1.3 million. How many views on this right now? He's got 1.3 million views on this. So he's got 1.3 million views and he invested in the video. That's a good return on investment. Nevertheless, the video was shit. Let's be honest. because it's just him rapping in some probably his backyard or something. His camera performance, obviously, he's starting off. It leaves a lot to be desired, to say the least, but you can tell he's passionate about what he says. So if it just means he stands there and does it, the focus is not him. The focus is not the video and the quality and the direction and so on. The focus is the content and what he's saying. So I get it. I'm not stupid. But as a person who shoots videos, as a person who is a musician too, I think that's an area that all musicians need to be concerned about, regardless of the subject matter, because it'll only enhance what you produce. Now, I don't know if he's done other stuff. I can see there's a little icon on the bottom right here that says a quick word. I'm assuming that's another song. It seems like it's been shot indoors, so I'm assuming maybe it's edited better and so on. But he doesn't need more than that. His audience are happy with it. Keep going. More power to you, Samson. I liked it. I'm curious to see if he does anything other than just this one sort of lane. But I'm assuming that's his main thing, right? This is his main lane. But let's see. Thank you for the suggestions. I really appreciate it. That was good. I'm curious to learn more about Samson. So you'll probably see more reactions down the line. And if he ever drops something new, you guys just let me know. Leave me a message in the community tab or follow me on Instagram and tell me over there. Either way, whatever's easier to you, just let me know. So that's reaction 1 for tonight. I'm going to film maybe 1 or 2 more. I'll try to edit this quickly and get it up. I may have to post it tomorrow just because time is of the essence. But yeah, so thanks for sticking around this long if you have. I enjoyed this. I'll look forward to more Samson music. Yeah, right up my alley. Super. If you haven't already, you know what I'm going to say. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss another video from yours truly. And if you like what you see and you want to support the channel, consider leaving a super thanks. If not, all good. I love you anyway. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Peace and love.